Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Nerf Repairs, a series where I'll be taking apart different Nerf blasters and fixing them, broken, or if they have a problem, or if there's something interesting or weird about them, taking it apart and fixing it, or seeing what is causing it. And this is mostly for educational purposes, so you will know what to do if you have a broken blaster. So today's episode 1 is going to be Maverick repairs. We got one Maverick here, a whiteout Maverick, a Sonic green Maverick, and 2 other yellow Mavericks. So we have a lot of Mavericks to look into. Basically, each one of these has their own problems, and I may even use some Mavericks, take those apart to fix others. So let's get started with this one. Alright, so the thing about this one was, in my video, I said that it wasn't modified, but it still shot really well. Extremely well for a stock Maverick. It actually shot around 40 feet, which is really interesting. And for a Maverick, that's not too common. So I actually didn't try the FPS on this, but I wondered if it was modified, or is actually probably getting closer to 50 feet if I really think about it. But if it was, I didn't realize this, but it is literally missing every single screw. I have no idea how this thing is held together. There is actually one screw, I believe, right in here, which kind of, well, there's one screw, but it's almost missing every single screw, which is really interesting. So I think I want to open this up the rest of the way, since someone already did pretty much all the work. I'm going to have to get new screws for this later on. Oh, we got a problem here. Oh, yeah, there's 2 screws. Never mind. And the thing about Mavericks is all you really need is a couple of, like a screwdriver or something, to modify one with basic mod, a basic mod. They're not that complicated of a blaster. Actually, one of the first blasters I modified, except for maybe the a dart tag hyperfire. Sorry. So yeah, let me get that put away here. Alright, so there's one more screw here. And that should be, oh wait, okay, I'm saying that screw right there won't go away. Actually, I'm just going to put it over here into the priming handle here with the other stuff. Alright, so all the screws appear to be out of this thing. Let's take it apart and see if anyone has done stuff to it. Alright guys, I don't know if this is modified or not. I have a theory that it's modified and they maybe didn't take out the air restrictors, which made it obsolete. I don't know, but I'm really excited to see if this is modified at all. It probably isn't. It's just probably a good Maverick with a good seal, but the screws, all the screws out, made me really suspicious. So we'll see if someone modified it or not. Oh, is there another screw? No? Okay. Oh, this is one of those situations. Give me a second, guys. Alright, let's see what's under here. Huh. It appears to be your traditional Maverick. That's weird. There doesn't seem to be any mods. Is the spring upgraded? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I'll have to check the other spring and the other Maverick to compare, but I'm pretty sure this is the same one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Well, that's kind of weird. That shoots really good. I mean, it's great. I'm surprised that all the screws are taken out of it, which made me thought that maybe it was modified. Is this a spring upgrade? Did they, like, slip a strong arm spring in there? That would be interesting. I don't know if that's possible. Also, that looks really cool. But, yeah, interesting. No air restrictors removed. Maybe it's just like a seal upgrade or something. I'm not sure. I'm not going to get too much into it. Well, maybe I will. Let's see. No, it looks like the rubber seemed to wear off a little bit. Or that's where it's supposed to be. I don't know. That's really weird. That this is not... Uh-oh. We got a catch problem. I hate it when... I hate blasters that have like a lot of tiny springs. because it does get in the way a lot of modifying or taking apart, because they'll just pop out inside the blaster. Especially if you want to do a simple look-see and it turns into a big thing, which looks like this is turning into. Oh, shoot. See what I mean? So, yeah, let me get that back on there. Oh, wrong way. I'm such a noob. For me, the part that's really tricky is usually getting the spring to line up with this little metal rod. It's not like hard or anything, it's just like, you know, it's a little tricky. So let's see if we can get that. Oh, and got it on there. Okay. Oh shoot! This happens. I swear this happens every time. The little orange tack rail piece fell off. All right, I put everything back together. Surprised that 3 screws are still holding it, which is really interesting. So it's a pretty good shell, obviously. It's clamped in there nice. I may not even put screws in this. Obviously, I probably will at some point. Just a few key screws in key areas, but to still work very well, while it was like most of the screws were out, it's still, all the parts are in there, and for some reason it's shooting really good, so I guess I just got a good unit or whatever. But yeah, really cool. I'll see if I can find some screws to put in this later. But yeah, still works, so there's nothing really here to talk about. But I did get refreshed on the Maverick internals, which is kind of cool. So let's continue with a blaster I actually want to take apart now. It is this thing, a Sonic Green Maverick. Now, I'm going to have to sacrifice a Maverick part. There will be some sacrifice in this episode. Yes, Maverick sacrifice. So I'm going to be taking the barrel out of here and putting it in here. And even though... Oh, this is the broken one. Oh, okay, well, that's not a big deal. So it's a broken Maverick. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in here, the orange barrel part. And I think I could fix everything else in this particular Maverick. So this is going to be a little more of a pain in the butt to get open because I am pretty lazy. But I will do it, and we will see if we can fix this. This is probably not the screwdriver I should be using, but I'm going to use it anyway. So, I like to kind of keep the screws in the shell if I can help it. At least on this Maverick, it's easy to find the screws. Also, I can kind of see what the problem is. And apparently a screw was removed before. This particular Maverick was modified also. I do need to talk about what's wrong with it. It won't catch. It won't catch, and it has a very strong spring, which opposed to something like this Maverick, which doesn't have as strong of a pull, is a little suspicious. And definitely someone modified this. I can already tell you. They took out the springs and all that whatnot. I mean, the air restrictors, and I just dropped a screw. Don't worry, I'll find that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to fix that, because this is a more rare variant, so yeah. This time I'm going to leave it on this side of the shelf, so I won't have to worry about fixing the spring. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, I just realized. Look at that. When I took... There's freaking pennies stuck in here. They tried to penny mod this thing. Okay. I actually heard about that, and I actually wanted to try that. Obviously not on a Maverick like this, but that's why it's not catching. It's a penny mod. Okay. Classic penny mod. I mean, penny mods are good, but why would you want to mod a Maverick like this? Alright, so we got a pennies in here, and I'm going to take those out because that's what's causing it to not catch. And how about this? I'll put this in another Maverick, so this mod won't go to waste. And I'm going to have to take the spring out. Is this a spring upgrade, or did they just... I think they just kind of put mods in it. That's why it was hard for me to... I mean, they put pennies in it. That's why it was hard for me to get that to work, and the catch kind of messed up. So this is a really easy fix. Oh, again, happened again. But this is definitely going to be an easier fix. Obviously, this will be very easy as well. Just get those little air restrictors out of there, replace them with the real air restrictors. So I don't even need to replace the catch on this thing. It'll be an easy fix for sure. So I'm going to try to dump. Okay, there we go. Dump that spring. Also, we'll look at the dates and the pennies just for fun. Let me get this in real quick. Catch is in place, and we can take a look at these pennies. What I like looking at dates. 2000, 1996. Oh, that's pretty old. 2014. So at least this was modded back in 2014. 2004. 2015. So we can assume by the dates on the pennies that this was modified 2015 or after. So yeah, let's get this put back. Well, actually, no, I forgot. We gotta fix the mod problem. So I'm gonna take the air restrictors out of a bad Maverick and replace them because I want this to be in stock form. How do you do this again? Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's remove. Oh, let's keep that in there. Let's move this shell of the Maverick out, because this is all we have to worry about. You really only have to modify the cylinder, which is kind of cool. But as far as... Oh, man, how do you get this out again? You gotta get that metal rod out of there, yeah. So, we will have to poke that out of there. It's not too hard, because obviously someone did it before, so it's not going to be as hard to budge. Right? Don't you have to get the metal rod out? Boy, what did you think I was supposed to do? Oh, there we go. Alrighty. So, that was harder. I actually forgot how to do this. You know, you just got pliers and you just kind of went and plied it up. So, does this just come off or what? I think all I have to do is unscrew. Well, that was easier than I thought. Okay, so it looks like they got these air restrictors here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Maverick, which is in absolutely horrifying condition. I'm going to basically take the air restrictors out of it anyway and put them in here. Oh, wait. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fix this Maverick separately. I just realized what I'm going to do. And I'm going to take the air restrictors out of here. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So once I take the air restrictors out of here, then I will be able to put those air restrictors and replace them with these, and I'll be able to have this modified. So basically switching out all the internals entirely. So, and I'm going to use this other Maverick to fix my whiteout one. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. In the daylight, in the limelight, I will shine by for the Lord Christ who saved my life in the night time. Oh, recording? Uh-oh. Well, anyway, cue the time lapse. Oh, goodness. These screws are in really tight. Sounds like a Ryan George line right there.
Oh, double teaming a robot is tight.
Oh, my jeepers. Oh, boy. I'm going to have to replace this with the other priming handle. There is so many parts that are just going to be flying around. What the heck? So this is literally permanently broken. There's no way I'm going to fix that. So, as you can see, the part where the metal goes through is completely broken. So all of this is going to have to go and be replaced with the other Maverick parts. This is going to be crazy, you guys. Man. Alright, I'm going to get the rest of these screws out without the time lapse so I can save on some space. Okay, someone put a ginormous screw in there, so I'm going to have to use a different screw to fix that screw. This is, oh my gosh, this is getting insane. So, yeah, let's get a bigger screwdriver and see if we can get this gigantic screw out. Let's open this blaster up, because I believe I got all the screws out. Okay, this Maverick has been screwed. Okay, pardon the pun, but this this part's going to go over here to the Sonic Maverick, and I'm going to have to... Oh my gosh. Oh, big nostalgia here. This is a Maverick I had years ago that I opened up and shoved this, like, I think it's like Retaliator spring or something in it. Holy moly. And I was like so disappointed that didn't really work. But there's reasons for that. So, way back in my early wayward modding days, give me a second. Okay, so it turns out this, since I already modified it, the air restrictors are out. So, give me a second, guys. So basically, this Maverick didn't even need to be taken apart, almost. That kind of sucks. But I'm going to do a few things, and I'm going to cut back to the future. So, that sounded weird. Okay, well, see you guys real soon. Alright, guys, so I finally got the air restrictors from the other Maverick. So basically, we're just going to kind of do a little switch. Just a little switch. And, then we shall... Oh, there was a... Sure, they did a terrible job modifying this, whoever did it. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but, like... I mean, compared to my other mod, I guess it was decent, actually. But what made it not good was the way they did it. They did it where it was going to literally fail. And that's probably why they sold it to me. But, alright, so replacing these air restrictors will be pretty easy. So, I guess just cue another time lapse. Because, yeah... Alright, got all those air restrictors in place. Now all I have to do is reassemble the Sonic Maverick, and then we shall have a complete stock working Sonic Maverick. So yeah, got it all back in. Now, a lot of you who aren't collectors may not understand why I'm unmodifying a Nerf blaster, because most of you would be like, well, yeah, you know, but collecting is a little different. You want blasters to be in stock form, especially if it's a more rare variant. This isn't necessarily as rare, it's just a hard to find cool variant that I want to preserve instead of modify, which kind of ruins some of it. Like you don't go modifying red long shots, obviously, but, and I think anyone who does is not really being smart, but, I mean, blasters like this, I personally would rather have stock. So it, you know, it's different. So I think I want to keep it like it was when it originally was paid for. Kind of keeping its legacy and preserving it. There we go. Alright, got that in there. Had to get the priming handle in there. Again, getting the priming handle in is somewhat of a pain in the butt, but, sorry guys. So, if everything goes according to plan, this will work just fine. And we'll have a working Sonic Maverick. The catch was an easy thing to fix. And, oh no. I have to do this again. Give me a second, I need to get this back together. For some reason, this Maverick does not want to be put back together. Alright, I'm going to try getting this part in first. I literally made what some may call a rookie mistake. Oh, the camera's tilted. Okay, here we go. So, I actually had this little spoke right here sticking out of the side, which is not something you want to do while putting it together. Otherwise, you're going to have to take the whole thing apart again. So, everything is now fitting in place. And I almost made a rookie mistake, but I did not, so I kind of did, because I just snapped this together without putting the priming handle back on. Give me a second. I'm going to have to take this apart again. Oh my gosh. Oh my stinking gosh. So, apparently, whoever modded this apparently did something to the plunger, because I put these air restrictors back in, and it's still doing the same junk it was doing before. Making that, it's working now, but it's still making the loud clicky noise that it makes a modded blaster makes. So it looks like this plunger has been done, something has been done to it. Okay guys, so I don't know what the heck is wrong, there is something wrong with the shell. The cylinder's rattling. It's not shooting, and it's making this noise. And it seems to be working, but I'm not sure. I have 2 darts in here, and they're not shooting out at all. And the plastic in a lot of the screws is broken now. I recognized a lot of it was cracked, and when I took the screws out, a lot of plastic around it was cracked. There's just something wrong with this. Alright guys, I just figured out what's wrong, and you probably spotted it before I did. This orange piece right here, right there, that's not staying there. My brother just pointed that out to me. I am not that great when it comes to this kind of stuff. I am trying to get better, but yeah. So I'm going to take this apart again, fix that, and see if we can get it to work. And I still can't really fix the shell quality problem, but I can fix this problem, which will be good. The cylinder keeps rattling, and I don't like that, but I think I may miss something with the spring, so I'm going to figure that out later, too. Also, I repositioned the camera so you can see a little better. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of this Maverick here. But it must be fixed, and I will fix it. I hope. So, let's just continue what we were doing before. We are in again, and all I have to do was adjust the orange piece right, and I just realized that's why the cylinder is rattling, because this orange piece is not stabilizing it there. Now, and maybe there is a spring issue. Oh my goodness gracious, that's why. So, this little part here is not sticking out enough to hold that in, I guess. I'll have to fix that too. Give me a second. I literally forgot a key part here, so that's why. This little plastic piece was separate, so all I have to do is kind of hammer it in there. Alright, finally! I think we fixed it. Or, my brother helped me fix it. He told me what was wrong, and I was able to fix it. So thanks to my brother. He knows a lot more about modding than I do. He actually does most of the Nerf mods around here. So a lot of the Nerf mods you'll see in my videos or I'll mention are actually from him. But I try, and I'm not too terrible. I just need to be educated a little better in the future. I gotta get this all positioned again. There we go. Nice and locked in there. So, everything looks as it should be. The only problem is right there. I won't be able to stick that screw in there unless I get a really long screw out to find. So yeah. But it looks like it's finally fixed. So all I have to do is do this again. It works! Yay! Alright, I finally fixed it. And yeah, the cool thing about this is I gotta get the screw still in, but the cool thing about this is this video series I'm going to be doing is I'm a noob, okay? I'm a big noob at modifying things. So, you'll get to learn with me. Anyone who doesn't really know, you'll kind of get to learn with me. And this also serves as entertainment for the people who do know, and they can just laugh their heads off. So, anyway, let's wrap this up with the screws and continue on, finally. I hope at least. That's funny because there was no screw here before, and that makes sense. So I'm going to see if I can just get a long kind of strip screw like this. Not stripped, but it's a little strip. And see if I can just kind of stick it down there and for looks. Or this is an extra long one, so maybe it will fit. So we have fixed the Maverick together. We have figured it out. And that screw just fell off, so yeah. Now we have plastic rattling around there. Shoot. Well, who cares? It still works now, and I'll try to see if I can get a really, really long screw in there to fit. But yeah. So it shoots just great, and I will show you, I'll demonstrate. Let's see how far it shoots. It shoots, you know, not that great, but it'll be fine. So yeah, I wonder if I should have kept this spring in there then, because that wasn't the real problem. Well, whatever. I'll use the spring on the other blaster. Next, we will be combining 2 broken yellow Mavericks to make a modified Maverick work. So, First off, oh gosh, oh no. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. We got it. We got it. So, I'll be using this cylinder. Actually, I'll be using the other cylinder. Sorry about that, because this other cylinder has its air restrictors taken out. Now, I want to keep these little caps on here because they kind of look cool, and I don't know, that's just a traditional thing to do. So, caps will go back on. And I will be doing a penny spring mod because that kind of appealed to me. I've never done that before. And now that it's kind of already done for me, I think I'll go ahead and do that. Spring, if you have carpet, you know how it is. Looking for a spring is like a needle and a stinking haystack. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to stuff a few pennies in there. I have 5, and how about this? There's an extra penny on my desk from 1976. That's pretty old. And I will stuff that in there as well if it can handle it. I don't know, this catch does look pretty weak. Maybe I should use the other catch. But this one looks newer, so I will definitely take that out and use it. This one's more orange than that one. Alright, let's get these pennies in there. Alright, there we go. That is easy. A little too easy there. So, the pennies are in there. I actually could put another one in there to kind of tighten things up. That would probably be a good idea. Got another penny from, what year is this? 1982. And yes, I'm going to read the dates because I like reading dates. How many pennies can I stick in this thing? I don't know what's the level required. I think I could fit a few more, but I don't want it to become too hard to prime. So I'm going to leave it at that. 2 extra pennies from what was originally there, because I think the problem was it wasn't a tight fit. So that's why it broke. One more is not going to hurt. So, 8 pennies. Oh boy. Hopefully that stays in there. So, oh, would that be too hard? I don't think so. Oh, wait, let me do this here. Oh shoot, I just shot pennies farther than the Maverick. I'm back. I pretty much lost all of those pennies. So, I recovered 1, but the rest fell into a box, and I'm not full of junk, and I'm not ready to go dig it out. So, I got more pennies in a little penny container here. I saved pennies. So, let's redo this whole thing. Alright, guys. So, I finally got it all put together and working. The pennies were pretty hard, but yeah. Cue the time lapse again. Well, I finally did it. And you have to pull kind of hard for it to catch, but it's okay. It shoots just fine. And a little better than it did before. Granted, not that much. Probably only about a 10 FPS upgrade, but still, really cool and really neat. I do like it. It doesn't sound as loud as a lot of blasters normally do when they're modified, which is kind of nice. I guess it has to do a lot with the spring upgrade or something. But it's kind of cool. I'm really glad I got this nice and modified, and it's a good little Maverick, and I'll definitely be using this if I need a Maverick in a Nerf battle, because it's, you know, slightly better than the average Maverick. So yeah, Maverick number 3 completed. Next, now we have to do a whole another Maverick. Also, a quick update. I was able to find a screw long enough to fit into here, where it'll stay together. So that's nice. And this is literally back to normal, like a normal Maverick should be. So that's really nice. So, let's get started with the whiteout Maverick. Alright, so diagnosing this Maverick should be actually pretty simple. So, obviously, it's priming and catching just fine, but it's making a loud bang noise. Now, I don't want to mess with this too much. Also, it seems to have a little problem with the return spring right here. So we need to fix that as well. And I don't want to do this, but I think I know what the problem is. Thanks to the Sonic Green Maverick. That little plunger in there is not hooked up. So that's pretty much all I'm going to have to do. Also, I just realized this one is modified as well. So all I'll really have to do is hook up that return spring and fix that plunger, and we should be good, and this will be a perfectly nice Maverick. Alright, so let's get this open, and this should be a real easy fix, if it is what I think it is. Like I was just saying, the plunger is not hooked up right around this part right here, and then we have around here the return spring, so we should be able to fix this. Like I suspected, the metal rod is the priming, or whatever you call it, priming rod, is not catching. Well, it is catching, but it's not connected to the spring. So, we'll have to fix this. Also, this blaster has been taken apart before because there is a pure, like, white, like, silver metal screw, and the rest are all black. So, making me suspicious already of what activity may have been done under here. Maybe an attempt to fix this because they couldn't figure out what it was, like me. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see what atrocities have been done to this Maverick. Probably a lot of all kinds of problems. I mean, hopefully not. I want to be optimistic, but I just have a feeling there might be more under here because it just can't be this easy, right? Finally, we are inside the internals of the famous whiteout Maverick. All right, catches in place, and as I suspected, the plunger tube or whatever that is not hooking in there. Actually, it seems to have trouble. Is it broken? No? It just... Okay, good. Well, that's literally all I needed to fix, except for... Oh, no! Look at this, guys! There's not even, like, there's not even a stinking spring in there. There's no return spring. But, I have a fix. I had this from the other broken Maverick. Oh, it's still in the... wait. Hang on a second, guys. There we are. There is a return spring in this Maverick. So I will have to get that out. Got a return spring. Let's get this open here. Alright, I guess I'll have to do there. Screw's a little more loose than I would want it to be, but it should hold just fine. Make sure that plunger rod is there. No, it was not. Gotta get that back in place. It's hard. For some reason, this does not want to get in place, which is probably why it ended up breaking. So apparently, these blasters perform better, which is interesting. Whiteout blasters perform better, which is kind of cool, but I think it'll hold in there. Oh, hey! I think we got it, guys. I think we got it. Uh-oh. It's doing that again? Alrighty, so, what happened again? Well, no, it keeps getting out of place. What the heck? Alright, please, just stay in there. Now I'm back. Alright, so I hope this plunger thing stays in there, because if it doesn't, good. Oh, it's literally having so much trouble. Okay, guys, I just found something that's almost irredeemable. This is modified, but they left the posts in, which basically means I'm going to have to take this whole thing apart again and, let's take this back apart all over again, and hopefully we don't have to worry. Oh my gosh. So it is modified. I'm going to have to take one of my good Mavericks and stinking take the air restrictors out of that one so I can have this good Maverick. Uh-oh. Well, it's okay. So I might as well take those air restrictors out of the one with all the screws missing from it, because why not? It also has all the screws out. And I'll replace the air restrictors. Alright. Oh, goodness gracious, look at that. That's all chewed up. They really did a number trying to get this thing open when it was... Oh, well, since it's already been done for us, I guess it's kind of going to be easier. Uh-oh, yeah. We have this piece almost... I learned my lesson. Oh, and the spring to that piece is gone. But I have one over here, so... No worries. Okay, I took a quick break before I started again. So right here, I have the Maverick, the other Maverick, and I'm going to be taking the air restrictors out of them and putting them into the whiteout Maverick. So that will work out just fine. And hopefully, this will shoot okay after that. But first, we got to get the air restrictors out of here. Now, this is not too hard since I already kind of started. Where's that spring? There's that spring. So... since I already started, this will be absolutely easy. Oh, my goodness, look at that. All the screws are already been taken out of this one. And that was not me, so yeah. Alright, as you can see, this is pretty much the same standard as we done before. This time, though, we have dart posts, which is a little interesting. But, yeah, let's get these dart posts out of here. And we'll put them into the other Maverick once I get that apart. Alright, now we can transition the air restrictors into the whiteout Maverick. Again, this is another one. I'm doing this the second time I'm doing this, but it's necessary. I don't need nothing if you're by my side. Oh yeah, I ain't gotta worry. Gotta switch gears and buy. The last screw of the whiteout Maverick. And ta-da! A stock, normal Nerf whiteout Maverick. And it shoots just fine. And I think I'm zoomed in a little on my camera. Is that true? Well, now I'm not. So let's see if it works. I'm almost 99% sure it does. Alright, and... yes, it works just great. And of course, that elite dart went very inaccurate. So yeah, it works. That's all that counts. So, Maverick number 3 is fixed, and now we have this. Now, this is going to be a little different because I think I'm going to do another penny mod. So, my thing of pennies, I'm just going to basically put the pennies into here, and with the air restrictors out, and I'll have another modified Maverick. Posts in, cylinder screws are in, so now I just got to put it in the blaster. Cylinder in. And the blaster is finally put back together. I'm going to put a couple screws in and secure it. But yeah, it's hitting pretty hard. And that's good to know. But let me get... here's a dart. There's a dart. Oh, it's not a dart. That's a... let me go get a dart real quick. And it shoots really good. Ow. It ricocheted and hit me. But yeah, I'm just going to put a couple screws and key points and we should be done. Well, I finally got all the screws in and cleared enough space to talk about this. My battery's low, so I'm going to have to hurry. But yeah, really excited. I fixed this Maverick and modified it. I fixed this Maverick and modified it. I fixed this Maverick and got it and unmodified it. And I fixed this Maverick and unmodified it. So yeah, really cool. Love the trade-off. Oh, I don't like that. But yeah, all of it works. All of them work really well like they should. And I only have to sacrifice one Maverick that had some issues with the shell anyway that weren't that great. And of course, major suntan. So yeah, didn't need to use any of those. I'll save parts in that one for future. But yeah, 4 Mavericks modified. And thank you for the very first video of this series. I'm really excited. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I know it's been a long video. Leave a like, and I will see you in the next one.
My junk drawer, my junk drawer. So many things I don't know what they're for, but I won't let it go. No, I will add more useless little things to my junk drawer.